game earlier was not, as Wildwood rolled to a 72-22 win over Riverside. The Lady Warriors will play most likely Woodstown. At last report, Woodstown was winning comfortably in that game in the second half over Pennsville. That'll be Saturday at 1 o'clock. But here, it's Wildwood and the Palmyra, the winner, to play Salem or Woodbury. The Salem-Woodbury game has gone final, but we don't have the winner of that game. At last report, Salem was up 10 in the second half. So if Wildwood were to win this game, and they would go to Salem, or if Woodbury were to come back in that other game and win, Wildwood would host Woodbury if they win. So it's Wildwood and Palmyra, and it should be a good one here at the Wildwood High School Gymnasium. This Palmyra team is very good. They are 14-9 against tough competition. They're coached by Mike McCarron, who used to coach North Catholic High School in the Philadelphia Catholic League. His son is their big player. He's their point guard, Chris McCarron, a senior. He averages 18.5 points per game, 4.5 assists, 4.2 rebounds, leads them in steals with 44, and leads them with three-pointers with 57. But more important than all of that, he can control the pace of the game. They get they get their inside scoring from Quentin Ives. He averages 16.5, and he's their leading rebounder at just under 8 per game. And Reed Wells is a pretty good outside shooter. He adds a little over 8 per game and has made 28 threes on the season. Wildwood's got a little more balance, and they're a little deeper than Palmyra. Junior Hans, the sophomore, leads them at 17.5 a game. Ernie Troiano, a senior, 12.3 a game. Dom Troiano averages 8.7 points and a team best 6.3 rebounds. And Jordan Fusick comes off the bench, adds 8.5 points, and he leads the team with 52 three-pointers.
And Brian, what's going to be, one of the big factors in this basketball game tonight is Wildwood has got to do a good job of boxing out. They've got to keep Palmyra off of the boards. They got to limit their second opportunities. So that is going to be key because you have, you got the balanced scoring of Palmyra, as you had said. Then you go down to Reed Wells. He averages 8.2 a game, but he also averages 5.5 rebounds. Ives is 6'4" junior with that 7.7 rebound average. Wells is 6'3". He's another junior. And then you go down to Damon Bailey, a 6'4" junior who averages 5 rebounds a game, 5.1 points. So this team is Anthony Sadler, a senior, is 6 foot. So Wildwood's got to deal with the fact that this team's taller. This team is taller, and they're going to be very, they got to contend with that. And again, boxing out and keeping the Panthers off the offensive glass is important.
High school basketball on the coast, proudly brought to you by Lucky Bones in Cape May. Great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Crest Savings Bank is a proud sponsor of local sports. Wishes everyone the best of luck in tonight's game. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Shorty Title Company and John Linnington are proud to sponsor high school sports. For all title needs, call Shorty Title, 609-846-9700. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May is the locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. That's Hemingway's, oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May. And you can follow them on Facebook. The city of Wildwood wishes all of its students a safe, healthy, and memorable school year. And go Warriors. And it's Wildwood and Palmyra coming up. We do want to say hello. Buddy has a tendency to do this stuff while play's going on. I'll do it before the game. Chuck James, one of the all-time greats here at Wildwood, Buddy, is listening and watching down in Pompano Beach, Florida, where I'm sure it's slightly warmer than it is here.
Yes.
Big fan of the local high school basketball scene. Goes to a lot of games, and he's keeping up on the local teams while he's on vacation.
And besides cheering on his team here tonight, his alma mater, we know he'll be listening and watching tomorrow night for that 5:45 start with the Wildwood Catholic Academy girls.
All right, the Palmyra starting lineup is being introduced. And we mentioned Chris McCarron, the senior guard. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Jace Jennings, a sophomore. And the forwards are 3 juniors, Quentin Ives, Damon Bailey, and Reed Wells. For Wildwood, and Palmyra will wear their away red uniforms trimmed in white and black. And for Wildwood, and Palmyra's coached again by Mike McCarron. For Wildwood, the starters in the backcourt, it's Junior Hans, a sophomore, along with Ryan Troiano, a sophomore. Ernie Troiano will play a third guard, small forward. He's a senior. And then the forwards are seniors Dom Troiano and Josh Felice. Wildwood wearing the home whites trimmed in maroon and dark gray. And they are coached by Scott McCracken. Wildwood is 16-10 on the season. 3 officials: Lance Bailey, Frank Bazil, Ed Gorski.
Ed, big game Gorski. And this is a big game. What a crowd, Brian.
Yes.
Already here in Wildwood.
They're probably about 85% full.
And people are still coming in.
Yes, they are. It'll be Quentin Ives for Palmyra in red, jumping it up for the Panthers. Josh Felice in white will jump for Wildwood. And we're ready to go here in the Warrior Gymnasium on Bernie McCracken and Dave Troiano basketball court.
And again, Brian, you know, we cannot emphasize enough that Wildwood really needs to rebound well tonight. They need to box out. They need to limit Palmyra to 1 shot. Palmyra is a much taller team. But we know Wildwood, when they get after it, we've seen them rebound the basketball much better over the last 2 or 3 games.
Felice against Ives. Ed Gorski, the lead official, tosses. It's controlled by Palmyra. Ryan Troiano picks up the assignment of guarding Chris McCarron. McCarron hands it off to Jennings. This will be a play for McCarron. They get it over to Reed Wells for 3, and it's good.
Yeah, real good execution that time.
Palmyra showing some pressure here. Ernie Troiano trapped, steps through it, got it to Dom. Left elbow jumper, rattles in and out. Ryan Troiano the rebound, kicks it to Dom, goes into the post, off the glass and good. 3-2 Palmyra.
Wildwood taking advantage of a second opportunity with Ryan getting that offensive rebound.
Wells on the wing, comes up to Ives, hands it off to McCarron. McCarron picked up by Ryan Troiano. McCarron to the right, Troiano all over him. Goes to Bailey, Wells on the left side. Comes up to McCarron, McCarron a deep 3, it's an air ball and it goes out of bounds. McCarron trying to sell that he was fouled. There was no contact there. You got to be careful. You start flopping, you can get called for a technical foul.
Yes, absolutely. And that's exactly what McCarron did after that 3-point attempt, which ended up being an air ball.
Junior Hans with it, goes to Ryan Troiano, back to Junior Hans. Goes around a double team to the basket. Kicks to Ernie Troiano for 3. Bang!
Boy, we saw on Tuesday night, Ernie Troiano lit it up from that spot, Brian.
Here's Jennings with it. Goes to Bailey, over to Wells. Wells cross court. Got it to Jennings. Jennings on the right side. Wait, Ryan Troiano is really denying Chris McCarron the ball. Wells for 3, no good. Ryan Troiano the rebound. Ernie Troiano pushing right side. Gets into the lane. His floater is good. Good start for Wildwood. They've scored 7 straight after Palmyra hit a 3 on their opening possession. Bailey goes over to Wells. Wells high to McCarron. McCarron against Ryan Troiano. Wells for three. It's long. Rebound goes off of Wildwood. No, and they're going to say it went off the foot of Bailey and out of bounds. So Wildwood will have it. 5:38 to go in the first, 7-3. I think it's safe to say, buddy, the intensity in this one has ratcheted up quite nicely over the intensity of that girls' game.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Junior Hans with the basketball. Extended zone defense by Palmyra. Ryan Troiano with it. Holds, goes in the post to Dom, dips in. Layup no good, blocked by Wells. And McCarron has it for Palmyra. Gets it up the floor to Jennings. Jennings in the post. Bailey, his shot spins out. Dom Troiano the rebound. 5 minutes to go first quarter. Here's Ernie Troiano with the basketball.
And again,
hands off to Ryan Troiano.
Wildwood just needs to set their offense and be patient.
Ryan Troiano gets a ball screen. Is left open, fires a three, bang!
Wow.
Wanted to pass it, but the defense left him, so he was wide open.
And that was from 2 feet beyond the arc.
Jennings gets it to Wells, back to McCarron. McCarron hands off to Jennings. Jennings to Bailey, to Wells. Left wing three is short. Rebound, Junior Hans. 10-3 Wildwood. Hans across the division line. Left side, Ernie Troiano for three. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound taken down by McCarron. McCarron outlets to Ives to the basket. Layup is good. And Josh Felice didn't do a good job of turning his head. He just ran up the floor with his hands up. If he turned around and saw the ball, it could have been a steal.
And to McCarron's credit, he did a great job of looking up and not dribbling through and passing ahead.
Ryan Troiano again for three. Short. Rebound Bailey. Bailey gets it to McCarron.
It's 10-5, 3:35 to play, first quarter, Wildwood on top.
Jennings with the basketball. Cross court to Wells. Wells holds left side. Goes to Jennings. Jennings for three. Off the iron, no good. Ives the rebound. Blocked by Felice. Blocked it right out of his hands. Ernie Troiano to Junior Hans. Left side, drives, steps on the end line. That's not a good play by Hans. Really tried to force his way down the baseline. It was good defense by Wells. Jordan Fusick, a sophomore, into the game for Wildwood.
Josh Felice, he checks out.
Bailey goes to McCarron, back up to Ives, right side Jennings. Jennings up top to McCarron. McCarron shut off nicely by Troiano. In the corner, Wells for three. Off the iron, no. Bailey the rebound to a cutting Ives. Missed the layup. Rebound to Junior Hans. He wants to run 3-on-2. Hans to the basket. No good. McCarron the rebound. And Palmyra has it. McCarron pushing. Goes down low to Ives. Jumper on the baseline, no good. Bailey is over the back on the rebound.
And again, right there, that was
good box out by Dom Troiano.
Yeah, but then the offensive end, Brian, that was not a good shot by Junior Hans.
Wildwood will take a 30-second timeout, leading 10-5, 2:30 to go first quarter. The Wildwood Recreation Department would like to wish the Wildwood Warrior basketball teams the best of luck in the state playoffs. For information on events and activities, log on to recreation-wildwoodnj.org. Hassel's Ice Cream Parlor in North Wildwood would like to wish the Wildwood High School basketball teams the best of luck. Hassel's will be opening for the 2022 summer season on April 29th. You can check them out on Facebook. Troiano and Sons are proud supporters of the Wildwood High School basketball teams. Masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, and more. Call Troiano and Sons 522-3355 for a free estimate.
And right now, coming out of this timeout, it's going to be Wildwood ball. They're going to inbound underneath the Palmyra basket, having to go the length of the floor. But again, Brian, with 2:30 to go, in this first quarter. It's 10-5 Wildwood. Wildwood just needs to be patient.
Ryan Troiano working against Chris McCarron. Takes the ball to the left wing, fakes a shot, goes to Hans for three. No good long. Rebound to Ives. Palmyra has it, trailing 10-5, 2:10 to go in the first quarter. Bailey with it, goes to Wells. Wells holding, up top to McCarron. McCarron for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound is going to be a foul on Ernie Troiano underneath.
And nobody on the Warriors sideline is happy with that call.
It was a good call. Palmyra player was jumping for the rebound, and Troiano was still boxing him out. McCarron on the wing. Brings it back out between the circles. Takes it to the left elbow jumper. In and out. Rebound, Bailey knocked out of his hands. Goes to McCarron, his floater is good. 1:40 to go first quarter, Wildwood leading 10-7.
That's the first points of the game for Chris McCarron, who averages 18.5.
Hans with the basketball. Center of the floor, right side Troiano. Ryan Troiano, that is. Goes to Ernie Troiano, foul line jumper, got it. 12-7 Wildwood. McCarron in the backcourt. McCarron flips to Wells, left wing three, off the iron, no good. Rebound to McCarron, falls down, stolen away by Fusick. Fusick up the left side, goes to Ryan Troiano in the corner to Fusick. Baseline drive, shovels to Ernie, no good but a foul.
And that was a nice move, nice play by the sophomore, Jordan Fusick.
Well, and here's the thing about Fusick's play right there, buddy. In those tight quarters, he delivered a perfect pass to Ernie Troiano's hands. Absolutely precision perfect there. And Ernie got fouled, and he'll go to the line for two.
And that foul was called on Jose Jennings.
First one is good. These are the first free throws of the game. Zion Hamilton into the game for Dom Troiano.
Jennings picks up his first. That's the second team foul against the Panthers.
Second free throw by Troiano is good. 14-7 Wildwood, 53 seconds to go. Wildwood showing full court pressure. Jace Jennings trapped, got it back to Ives, and now they get it up to McCarron on the wing. McCarron brings it back. And now it is Jennings. Got it to Ives. Ives down low, lost it, and then follows it up and in.
And that time,
25 seconds to go in the period. Let's see if Wildwood holds for one. They do have the possession arrow in their favor.
on that miss, Ives was right there in a perfect spot. It came right back to him.
Ryan Troiano to Ernie Troiano. Hands off to Fusick for three. Off the iron, no good. That's not really a good shot there, because now they're going to allow Palmyra to get the last one. McCarron down the lane to the basket. His layup is good.
I'll tell you what, he
And
drove.
a shot by Fusick is not good there, buddy. Not with 10 seconds to go in a period. And Palmyra gets the basket at the buzzer, but Wildwood still leads 14-11 at the end of one quarter. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. South Jersey Group 1 boys quarterfinal. Wildwood leads Palmyra 14-11 after the first quarter. One-off marketing on Pacific Avenue in Wildwood specializes in many services for your business or personal use. Screen printing, embroidery, promotional items, paper printing, and more. OneOffMarketing.com for more information. Stauffer Edwards, certified public accountants in Wildwood, proudly support the Cape May County High School basketball community. That's Stauffer Edwards in Wildwood, 609-522-0246.
that first quarter, Brian, was played very clean. There was only 3 fouls called, 2 on Palmyra, 1 on Wildwood, and each team only turned it over 1 time.
Wildwood with the ball to start the second period. Ernie Troiano goes high post to Valise, kicks to Hans. Hans back to Ernie Troiano, straight away for 3, in and out. Valise tipped the offensive rebound, kept it alive, and it goes off of Palmyra. Wildwood to inbound. Bad pass. Ives tips it out of bounds.
Well, Valise has got to recognize that's where you need the ball fake. Let the defense react, and then inbound.
Got it to Fusick. Fusick up top to Junior Hans. Right side, Valise. High post, Hamilton. Back to Valise. Valise goes up top to Junior Hans. Hans holding against McCarron. Gets a ball screen. Goes to the left, gets into the lane. Little jumper is good. Junior Hans. His first basket. Wildwood leads it by 5. Reed Wells, left side. Goes in the corner to Bailey. Bailey to McCarron. McCarron on the wing. Back up top to Wells. Right side, Ives. Now it's Anthony Sadler. Sadler got it to McCarron. McCarron drives, pulls up, jumper is short. Rebound to Wells, his floater is no good. Rebound to Bailey, it's loose on the floor. Josh Valise got it to Junior Hans. Hans doesn't have numbers, he backs it away, goes to the left. And goes back to Ernie Troiano, they reset their offense. 16-11 Wildwood, 6:40 to go, first half. Ernie Troiano pounds the dribble.
Palmyra still in this zone defense, Brian.
Ernie takes it to the left. Dribble penetrates into the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Wells. He needed to come to a jump stop and go up with that shot.
Well,
here's McCarron.
There's no need to take that type of shot, period.
Goes to Wells. Wells holding the dribble against Hans. Back to McCarron. Picked up by Fusick. McCarron trying to bull his way into the lane. Got it down low to Bailey. Bailey had it stripped. It goes to Wells. Wells goes up top to Sadler for 3. That's off the rim, no good. Good box out by Valise. That allowed Ernie Troiano to slip in and get the defensive rebound. Wildwood by 5. They have the basketball. Here's Hans. Goes to Ernie Troiano. Open for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Wells. McCarron, right side, flicked away. Sadler down low to Ives, and he has to throw it off of Hamilton's leg and out of bounds.
So Wildwood got some quality minutes out of Zion Hamilton, Brian, as he now he's subbed out.
They get it in to Sadler in the post. Offensive foul. Good call by the official. Stuck his elbow into the chest of a Wildwood defender and pushed off.
Yeah, that was an easy call. Very easy call. That was blatant and right there wide open.
Buddy, Jace Jennings, the starter for Palmyra, looks like he's having a left leg issue. He's stretching it out on the bench over there. And we have a blocking foul called on Wells.
And the 6'3" junior for the Panthers, he picks up his first. It's the 4th team foul against Palmyra.
Fusick to inbound. Looking, bounces to Hans in the corner. Got it back out to Ernie Troiano. Back to Hans again. Hans head and shoulders fake, goes back to Troiano. High post to Dom Troiano. Dips in. Reverse layup, no good. Tipped up, no good. And the rebound comes down to Bailey. Wildwood by 5, 4:50 to go first half. McCarron off a ball screen, takes it to the right, loses the basketball.
And that's going to be the 3rd turnover against Palmyra. The Palmyra coaching staff not happy. You're saying there was contact there.
I think the bench was just warned by one of the officials. Ryan Troiano dips in. Good pass over to Ernie. Down low to Dom. Kick back to Ernie. Drives into the lane. Blocked by Ives. Not a good move there. McCarron is fouled by Josh Felice at half court. It was actually a good foul because Palmyra was going to have a 3-on-1 there.
And that foul, Josh Felice picks up his first, team's second. And Brian, there's no need to shoot the ball the way Wildwood is taking. They're taking ill-advised shots when just run your offense. You don't need the force. You don't need to shoot just to shoot. Not when you're winning by 5.
McCarron to Wells. Wells back to McCarron, top of the key. Over to Bailey. Bailey up top to Wells. He's unguarded for 3. Bang. I don't know how that happens. Wells is a good three-point shooter, and he was unguarded at the top of the key.
Well, he is now 2 for 7 from beyond the arc.
Wildwood by 2. Ryan Troiano in the corner to Jordan Fusick. Back to Ryan Troiano.
He's made 28 three-pointers on the year.
Fusick, left wing 3, no good. Rebound comes down to McCarron. McCarron gets it ahead to Sadler. Sadler nearly stolen by Fusick, but it goes out of bounds.
And Fusick did everything he could that time, the sophomore.
And now
then he dove for the ball but knocked it out of bounds.
Palmyra will take a full timeout. Wildwood by 2, 3:30 to go before halftime. We've got a good one. Back after this 30-second break, 98.7 The Coast. Brian Cunniff with Buddy Tarbotton and Chris Knoll handling the live video stream for us. The Wildwoods Convention Center would like to wish all the athletes the best of luck in tonight's game. For info on upcoming events, log on to wildwoodsnj.com. For the past 6 decades, Kindle Auto Plaza has been a constant supporter of the Cape May County community. Check out their full body shop, service center, and car wash. That's Kindle Auto Plaza, just off the Garden State Parkway at exit 10. The Mad Batter serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Stop in and see what everyone is raving about at the Mad Batter, located on Jackson Street in Cape May. But Palmyra will have the ball here out of the timeout. 3:30 to go before halftime. They get it to McCarron. Over to Wells. He's wide open again for 3. Bang. I don't know what Wildwood's doing defensively that they're leaving Reed Wells wide open.
Yeah, and obviously he's got a green light to shoot the 3 and shoot it often.
Bad pass by Ryan Troiano, but it was tipped to Dom Troiano. Here's Junior Hans for 3, not a good shot. Rebound tipped into the hands of McCarron. Palmyra, 1-point lead in the ball.
And right now, Brian, Palmyra's...
McCarron for 3, no good long. Got his own rebound. Palmyra got away with an illegal screen on that play. Here's Ives. His layup is good.
And right now, Palmyra is on a 12-2 run. Wildwood was up 14-7. They now trail 19-16. 2:18 to play, first half.
Junior Hans, top of the key. Steps in, goes to Ryan Troiano. Fakes, goes to Junior Hans. Hans to Fusick. Palmyra by 3. Fusick lobs across to Hans. Fakes a 3, drives, stepped on the end line again. Again, not a good decision by Junior Hans.
Well, it's not just Junior Hans, but collectively as a team, the Warriors are not making good decisions. Very poor shot selection.
McCarron Bounces high post to Ives. To Sadler, cutting, no good. Rebound to Ernie Troiano. Junior Hans drives into the lane, bounces to Ernie Troiano. Up to Junior Hans, 4-3. Bang! And Wildwood needed that. Tie game at 19, stops the 12-2 run by Palmyra.
And the possession arrow to start the third quarter, as of right now, is in the Panthers' favor.
Sadler drives, stops at the elbow. He's fouled by Fusick. Possession out of bounds.
Jordan Fusick's going to pick up his first. That's just the third team foul against Wildwood. Palmyra with 4 team fouls. So neither team is close to the bonus situation.
Wildwood's exposed here the way they're defending this inbound, and they're fortunate that they recovered. McCarron driving, got right to the lane, missed the layup. Ernie Troiano the rebound, and he is fouled by McCarron.
Well, that was a perfect example right there, Brian. Chris McCarron, that foul was total frustration.
Yeah, for missing the layup.
Yes. And Ernie Troiano comes down with the rebound. McCarron picks up his first, 5th team foul.
High post pass to Ernie Troiano. Dips in. Kicks it out. Ryan Troiano for 3. Bang! Wildwood back on top. 22-19. They've scored 6 straight. 55 seconds to go in the period. McCarron driving. Traveled with the basketball. Great help defense by Dom Troiano.
And again, Ryan Troiano is really giving Chris McCarron fits. And Dominic steps over in help side and forces that travel.
Wildwood with the basketball. Here's Junior Hans to Ernie Troiano along the baseline. Back to Ryan Troiano. To Junior in the corner. Junior for 3. Off the iron, no good. And the rebound to Palmyra. Here comes McCarron. McCarron drives, double dribbled and got away with it.
No.
I didn't see a tip there.
No, there was no tip.
Here is a steal, but Palmyra steals it right back. McCarron the basketball with 15 seconds to go. Wells to McCarron, back to Sadler. 8 seconds to go. And we have a traveling violation. Sadler drug his pivot foot. 6.7 seconds to go. We'll see if Wildwood can get off the last one here.
I'm not going to say that might have been a little bit of a makeup call.
Ryan Troiano goes to Ernie. Ernie drives, looks at the clock, goes to the basket. No good. Ryan Troiano tips it up and in at the buzzer. Great play by Ryan Troiano. And Wildwood takes a 24-19 lead at the half. They score the final 8 of the second quarter. We'll take a 4-minute timeout and come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Tim Huber. I know. Excellent first half of basketball. Wildwood leads Palmyra 24-19 in this South Jersey Group 1 quarterfinal. High school basketball on the coast brought to you in part by the Sierra Restaurant Group. For a great local dining experience, check out Poppy's, the Dogtooth, or the Mud Hen in Wildwood. Shore Sim Golf is proud to sponsor this high school basketball broadcast. Shore Sim Golf is located on Indian Trail Road next to Coho Brew. You can check them out at shoresimgolf.com or on Facebook and Instagram. First half scoring, first for Palmyra. Reed Wells has 9. He's made 3 threes. 2 of them were absolutely wide open. Quentin Ives has 6. Chris McCarron, who averages 18.5 a game, has been held to 4 points at the half. For Wildwood, Ernie Troiano has 9. Ryan Troiano, who's not really known for his offense, has 8, including that critical tip-in at the close of the first half. Junior Hans has 5, and Dom Troiano has 2, and it's 24-19 Wildwood.
And Brian, looking down at the stat sheet, you can see Wildwood in that first half, they shot 9 for 27 from the floor. They were 5 for 14 inside the arc, 4 for 13 from beyond. They had 12 rebounds as a team, 8 defensive, 4 offensive. They were 2 for 2 from the foul line, and they turned it over just 3 times. And that's the main reason that they're up 5. They got 27 shots off, but down, in that offensive end when they were in half-court sets, the amount of ill-advised shots that they
that's
took.
why they went that long stretch in the second quarter without scoring when Palmyra went on that 12-2 run.
I mean, there was a lot of shots taken that just did not need to be taken. And, you talked about, Ryan Troiano. Ryan averages 2.7 points a game. He's got 8 in that first quarter. Coming into tonight's game for the entire season, he's made 7 3-pointers. Tonight, he's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc, in that first half. Then now we look at Palmyra. They shot 8 for 27 from the floor. They were 5 of 14 inside the arc, 3 for 13 from beyond. They beat Wildwood pretty soundly on the boards, 19 rebounds, 11 defensive, 8 offensive. They were just 1 for 1 from the foul line, and they turned it over 6 times.
So a real spirited first half here. The winner of this game will play Salem in the next round. Salem was a 67-48 winner over Woodbury, and Salem will host that game on Saturday at a time to be determined. And if Wildwood gets there, it'll be the 4th time they will have played Salem this season. But they still have their work cut out here. They have a 5-point lead at halftime at 24-19. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half right after this on 98.7 The Coast. All right, we are back at Wildwood. Wildwood leading Palmyra 24-19 in the South Jersey Group 1 quarter-final. Finn's, the premier restaurant in Cape May, is open year-round. For the great restaurant with the Art Deco look, check out Finn's on Decatur Street and the Washington Street Mall. Be sure to stop at Figgy Tech for all your technology troubles. Figgy Tech is conveniently located in Rio Grande on Route 47. Give them a call, 609-849-0495 today. The North Wildwood Recreation Department is a proud supporter of high school sports. For info on camps, programs, and special events, give them a call at 609-522-2955 or log on to the recreation page at northwildwood.com. Irma Deli is the place to go for a great sandwich, pizza, and steak. Irma Deli is proud to sponsor high school sports on the coast. Visit Irma Deli on Breakwater Road in Irma next to the Cape May Airport. Start of the second half here. It's 24-19 Wildwood. Palmyra will have the basketball. They are in red if you're watching our live video stream.
And Brian, this second half, the first couple, 3-4 minutes of this third quarter, Wildwood is in control of this game, but they keep doing things to try and beat themselves. They got to play smarter on the offensive end.
McCarron with it, takes it to the right wing. So goes over to Wells, in the corner to Jennings. Jennings back to Wells. Wells lost the dribble, gets it to McCarron. Back to Wells, in the corner to Jennings. Jennings for three, no good long. And the long rebound tracked down by Josh Felice. Here comes Wildwood. Hans, left wing three. Bang! Extend that run to 11-0 for Wildwood. They lead by 8. It's their largest lead.
And that was a big, big basket by Junior Hans. Wide open on that left side.
Wells on the left against Dom Troiano. Puts it on the floor, goes to McCarron. He's fouled from behind by Ryan Troiano.
That's going to be the first personal foul against Ryan Troiano. First team foul here in the second half.
Bailey to inbound. Got it into McCarron. To Ives. Pulls up for a jumper. No good. Rebound, Josh Felice. Got it to Ryan Troiano. Comes across the timeline. Wildwood by 8. Troiano drives. Shut off. Got it to Ernie Troiano. Ryan Troiano goes over to Junior Hans. Hans back to Ryan Troiano. Wildwood being deliberate here with the 8-point lead. Dom Troiano, he'll take a three. Bang! He can knock him down when he's left open. And it's 30-19 Wildwood. In the post, Bailey. And we're going to have a blocking foul, I believe, on. No, they called it on Bailey. It's an offensive foul on Bailey. Stuck his shoulder into the defender. Palmyra's got to take a timeout. This will be a full timeout with Wildwood leading 30-19. Back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. The Bal Harbor Oceanfront Hotel in Wildwood Crest is a proud supporter of high school sports. When friends and family come to visit, don't put them on the sofa. Call the Bal Harbor 609-522-3343 or book online at balharborhotels.com. Buddy, Wildwood finishes the half on an 8-0 run and comes back and hits 2 threes to get the first 6 of the second half, and they now have their largest lead at 11. And they'll have the basketball after the offensive foul by Palmyra.
And Brian, that three-pointer by Dominic Troiano, up until this point, he's made 5 3-pointers the entire season.
Palmyra showing pressure here. They get it into Ernie Troiano against Wells. Goes across to Junior Hans. Hans will bring it up across the timeline, takes it to the left wing. Backs it away, he's guarded by McCarron. Goes right side to Troiano. Palmyra has switched to man-to-man defense. Hans, left side, trying to drive on McCarron, spins and is fouled. And Hans will go to the line for 2 shots. Hans had a slow start to this game. He didn't score in the first quarter, but he now has 8 points. He's Wildwood's leading scorer at 17 and a half a game.
Well, that was a good, strong move that time down that left baseline. And Hans got a step on McCarron.
First one is good. Hans has 9.
And McCarron, Brian, he picks up his second team foul against the Panthers here in the second half.
Second one by Hans is also good. And it's 32-19, Wildwood. Down the lane, Ives missed the layup. Rebound, Dom Troiano, and he is fouled. Well, you want to talk about playing strong with the basketball, buddies. Show that video clip to wannabe basketball players.
Yeah, well, that's one of Dominic's strengths, is his size and his ability to rebound and hold on to the ball.
Ryan Troiano back to Junior Hans.
And it's a 16-0 run.
Ryan Troiano up the left, goes to Ernie. Baseline drive, shut off by Wells. Doubled in the corner. And a timeout is called by Wildwood.
Very good timeout called by Coach Scott McCracken.
32-19, 5:38 to go in the third. This is a 30-second timeout. Wildwood leading by 13. Lucky Bones in Cape May proudly supports all the athletes in Cape May County. Stop at Lucky Bones for great food with great friends. That's Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. Surety Title Company and John Linnington are proud to sponsor high school sports. For all title needs, call Surety Title, 609-846-9700.
And Brian, right now, that was a good timeout called by Coach McCracken. That had all the markings of turning into a turnover. And Wildwood, again, does not need to come down and force and rush. Take your time. 5:38 to play, third quarter. It's 32-19. Wildwood on top with the ball.
Dominic Troiano between the circles, goes left side to Junior Hans. Hans goes back up to Ryan Troiano, reverse to Dom Troiano. Up top to Valise, swung over to Ryan Troiano. Fakes, steps back, shoots a 3. Bang! Ryan Troiano is having the game of his life. It's a delay of game warning being called against Wildwood here for knocking the ball away. And it's 35-19 Wildwood. 5:10 to go in the third. Jennings goes over to Wells, left side. Back to McCarron. Back to Wells. Wells open for 3, short. Long rebound is tipped. McCarron has it. Goes to Ives. He loses it at half court, goes back to get it. Wells steps in. McCarron for 3, bang.
And that's the first three-pointer for Chris McCarron, who has 57 threes on the season.
Wildwood by 13. Ernie Troiano goes to Dom, fakes, drives in. Ernie Troiano in the paint, kicks out. Ryan Troiano baseline drive, got it to Dom. Traveling violation is called.
Well, again, where are you going in a hurry? 35-22, Wildwood on top, 4:22 to play, third quarter.
McCarron with the basketball. Drives to the right, to the basket, loses it, goes back to Wells. Wells steps in, got it to McCarron. Baseline drive, layup is good.
Now, Wildwood doesn't need to see Chris McCarron heat up.
Ryan Troiano pushing, stops on the wing, goes to Dom. Wildwood just needs to take their time. They're up 11 here as Palmyra has scored 5 straight. Backdoor pass to Ryan Troiano. Layup is good. What a pass. McCarron gets it up quickly to Jennings. Jennings in the high post to Bailey. Bailey turns, goes to the basket. Layup is no good, but a foul. And Jennings will get 2 shots.
And they're going to get Dominic Triano on that foul, Brian. That's going to be his first, team's second. And as you said, Damon Bailey will now go to the line to shoot 2.
First one's good. This is Palmyra's first trip to the free throw line. Anthony Sadler comes in for Jace Jennings. For Palmyra. Bailey, the second of 2 free throws. That's good. Ernie Triano with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Palmyra in man-to-man defense. Right side, Junior Hans. Up top to Ryan Triano. Left side to Ernie Triano. Jordan Fusick between the circles. Right side to Ernie Triano. To Dom Triano, top of the key. Left side, Fusick. Now it's Junior Hans. Drives, gets into the paint. And a traveling violation is called.
And again, that was just a case where Junior tried to drive down the right side of that lane. There was a lot of traffic, and that's what happened. He tripped over his own feet.
Wow. McCarron for 3, no. We have a foul on Ives, I believe, on the rebound. I thought Palmyra got away with another illegal screen up top. They got away with one earlier in the game as well.
And that foul.
And that's on Quentin Ives. That's his second, the team's 4th of the second half.
3 minutes exactly to play, third quarter.
Ernie Triano with it. He'll work against Reed Wells. Wildwood by 11. Ball screen from Dom Triano. Slips it back to Dom. Layup. Got it! Great high screen and roll. Here's McCarron running for Palmyra. We have a foul called against Junior Hans reaching in.
And that's going to be the first personal foul against Hans. Third team foul here in the third quarter against the Warriors. 2:38 to play, third quarter. It's 39-26, Wildwood on top.
McCarron goes to the left, drives, kicks. Wells for 3, bang. That's his 4th 3. He's got 12 points.
Yeah,
and it's a 10-point game now.
He's 4 for 10 from beyond the arc.
Jordan Fusick the ball for Wildwood. 2:15 to go in the quarter. 39-29 Wildwood. Pass was tipped out of bounds by Palmyra.
Anthony Sadler did a good job. He read that, almost came up with the steal.
Ernie Triano, the basketball. Trying to drive on Wells, can't. Spins toward the basket. Shot is short. That's not a good shot. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Palmyra is slowly creeping back into this here. McCarron loses it. Ernie Triano outlets to Junior Hans to the basket. Layup is good.
That was a big steal and bucket for the Warriors.
Wildwood by 12. Sadler on the right side, working against Fusick. Passes out to Wells. Wells to McCarron. McCarron drives left into the basket. He traveled with it.
And that's just the 7th turnover against the Panthers.
Zion Hamilton in for Wildwood.
That last layup down there, Brian, by Junior Hans, I'm sure you and I were probably the only ones that saw it. He was fortunate.
Hans into the lane, goes to the basket. They're not going to count the basket. He was fouled by McCarron up top. That's going to be McCarron's 3rd with 1:22 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, needless to say, that's big. His 3rd, team's 5th. But when Junior Hans was finishing on that layup, he gets up in the air and he decides to wiggle the basketball back and forth.
Ryan Triano to inbound, gets it up in the Junior Hans. Left side Fusick, down low Zion Hamilton, back to Fusick. Junior Hans now. Holds inside the division line. working against McCarron. Goes to Fusick. Ryan Troiano over to Hans. 1:04 to go in the quarter. Wildwood by 12. They have the possession arrow. Ernie Troiano goes to Ryan Troiano. To Zion Hamilton. Over to Ernie Troiano. Wildwood might hold for one.
Well, that would be a smart idea. 45 seconds to play in the third.
Jordan Fusick with it. Goes right side to Ernie Troiano. Ernie Troiano puts it on the floor to break a 5-second count. Now drives, tries to go around the man, nearly double dribbled, got it to Fusick. Fusick down the lane, takes a bump, bad shot, awful shot. Here is Ives in the corner to Sadler. Sadler open for three, air ball, rebound taken by Fusick, but he was out of bounds. Boy, if you're Wildwood, you just took 45 seconds off the clock and then you take that shot.
Well, again, you need to play smart. You're going to beat yourself when you do that.
McCarron to inbound. Lobs it up top to Sadler. Back to McCarron. 16 seconds to go in the period. Drives right. Down low to Bailey. Layup is good. 7 seconds to go. Ryan Troiano with it. Drives. Goes to Fusick. Fusick for three. Short. Rebound batted away at the buzzer. Wildwood with a good third quarter. They extend their lead to 41-31. We'll take a break, come back right after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Troiano and Sons. They are proud supporters of the Wildwood High School basketball teams. Masonry work, stone pavers, concrete, and more. Call Troiano and Sons 522-3355 for a free estimate. You know, buddy, Wildwood's sitting there with a 12-point lead. They take more than a minute off the clock or close to a minute off the clock. Looks like they want to hold for one, and they just take a really bad shot. Palmyra goes down and scores and cuts it to 10. But Wildwood will have the ball to start the fourth quarter.
Well, again, Brian, they're the little things that you don't need to do, because that's, again, how you beat yourself. Palmyra had nothing to do with, Wildwood taking that crazy three-pointer, but they were able to get the defensive rebound and then come down and score.
Dom Troiano hands back to Jordan Fusick. Fusick drives, goes to the basket, blocked from behind, but a foul. Sadler got the block clean, but went through Fusick with his body, and that was a good, strong move by the sophomore there. He saw a lane and took it, and he'll go to the line for two shots.
Yeah, absolutely. That time, Jordan Fusick goes hard to the basket, as you said.
First free throw is in and out, and he's normally a dead-eye free throw shooter.
And Wildwood was 4 for 4 from the line until that miss.
Second one, wow, he misses both. And Palmyra can cut the lead to single digits here. McCarron to the right, goes to Bailey, back to McCarron. Left side goes to Wells. Bailey at the high post. Sadler down low to Ives, goes to the basket, layup is good. That's bad communication because Wildwood had two players running at Sadler who's not even a scoring threat. And it left Ives wide open on the baseline. Fusick left side for Wildwood. Dom Troiano, top of the key. Right side to Ernie Troiano. Up to Junior Hans, picked up by McCarron. Junior Hans kicks in the corner. Dom Troiano goes back to Junior Hans in front of the Warrior bench. Wildwood by 8, 7:05 to play. Junior Hans kicks. Fusick a right wing three, short. Rebound to Ives.
That might have been tipped, Brian.
Yeah, Fusick is claiming he got fouled, but it doesn't matter here. McCarron, Wells wide open for three. No good. Rebound kept alive. Junior Hans has it. He's fouled by Bailey. And that might be, I think that's the 7th team foul on Palmyra. So Hans will go walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
It is the 7th team foul. And yes, you are correct. And Damon Bailey, he picks up his 3rd personal foul. And as Brian said, the 7th team foul. So now Junior Hans at the line shooting a 1-and-1.
Free throws will be critical. It's good. He'll get another. Junior Hans has 13, tied for team high with Ryan Troiano. Hans' second free throw is also good. Wildwood's going to call a timeout. This will be a full timeout. They lead by 10, 6:50 to play. Back after this 30-second break, 98-7 the Coast. .650 to play in the basketball game. 40, or in the fourth quarter. Could obviously have overtime. Wildwood leads Palmyra 43-33. Glad you could join us on 98.7 The Coast and coastsportstoday.com. And Palmyra will have the basketball here after the 2 Junior Hans free throws and the Wildwood timeout.
And I'll tell you what, Brian, this game has really played out the way we thought it would. Maybe not with Wildwood being up 10 with 6:50 to go in the fourth quarter, but we knew it was going to be hard fought, and both teams were really going to get at it.
Ives goes over to Sadler. Sadler to McCarron. McCarron for 3. Bang.
And that was nothing but the bottom of the net. They set a nice screen for McCarron. He came off it. They hit him with a good pass.
7-point game. Here's Fusick, left side to Ryan Troiano. Down low to Ernie. Dips in. Jump hook. No good. Rebound Bailey. And here comes McCarron for Palmyra. Wells on the left side. Up top to McCarron. Picked up by Ernie Troiano on a switch. A deep 3. Bang!
Wow. And yes, that was a very
And it's
deep
43-39.
And as I said, back in the third quarter, McCarron's starting to heat up.
Wildwood's had some trouble against this man-to-man by Palmyra. They were really shooting the ball well from the outside against their zone. Ryan Troiano slips in, got it, a foul. What a move. Ryan Troiano with a career-high 15 points right now.
And that foul,
And he'll go to the line.
That foul's on Anthony Sadler, his 3rd, team's 8th.
Free throw is good. Troiano with 16. Wildwood by 7. 5:25 to go.
That was big, Brian.
Sadler with it. Holding. Goes to Wells. Wells for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Junior Hans. Good closeout by Jordan Fusick there. Hans at the top of the key, backs it away. Hans working against McCarron, gets into the lane, kicks out. Fusick left side now.
Under 5 minutes to play.
Wildwood by 7. Ryan Troiano with it. Bounces out to Ernie Troiano. Jordan Fusick left side. Fusick to Ernie Troiano. To Dom Troiano. Over to Fusick. Wildwood taking time off the clock here, leading by 7. Pass to Ryan Troiano. Ball on the floor goes to Ernie Troiano. Ernie Troiano tried to drive, was shut off by Wells, brings it back out. Holding against Wells still. Drives to the right. Ernie kicks out. Ryan Troiano for 3. In and out. Well, this place would have erupted if that had gone in.
Yeah, absolutely.
McCarron with it with 4:15 to go. Takes it to the right, loses the ball, gets it back. Drives into the middle and is fouled on a reach.
And they're going to call that foul on Ryan Troiano.
Jace Jennings into the game for Palmyra. Palmyra to inbound, trailing by 7. They get it into the post to McCarron, knocked out of his hands by Troiano and out of bounds.
Ryan Troiano picked up his second personal foul, and that's just the 4th team foul against Wildwood.
Well, Jennings left wide open for 3, and he knocks it down.
That's his first points of the game.
Well, he actually made 2 free throws earlier. It's his first field goal. Ryan Troiano driving to the right. Got it up to Ernie. Faces up, crosses over, backs it away. Wildwood by 4. 3:45 to go. Crunch time here at Wildwood. Left side, Ernie Troiano. Holds. Sends a man through, dribbles to the right. Goes to Jordan Fusick. Fusick drives into the lane, loses it, but it goes off of a Palmyra player and out of bounds.
Yeah, that time Jordan Fusick took the ball into the land of the Giants. He took it into the trees. It got flicked from behind and went off of a Palmyra player.
Ryan Troiano trying to get it in, lobs it out to Dom. Goes to Ryan in the corner, steps in, 16-footer, got it! Ryan Troiano with 18 points. Here's a steal by Ernie Troiano. He'll go to the basket. His layup is good. Timeout, Palmyra. Wildwood up 8 with 3:05 to go. 50-42. It's a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. The city of Wildwood wishes all of its students a safe, healthy, and memorable school year, and go Warriors. And Wildwood just had 2 critical baskets there from Ryan Troiano, who's having the game of his life, buddy, with 18 points, a career high, and he's made it difficult on Chris McCarron, Palmyra's star. And then that steal and layup by Ernie Troiano, and it's an 8-point lead for Wildwood with 3:05 to go.
Well, Ryan, he is 7 for 9 from the floor, Brian. He's 4 for 4 inside the arc, 3 for 5 on his three-point shooting. And remember, I said all season Ryan made 7 three-pointers. Tonight, he's got 3, and they're 3 big ones.
McCarron with the basketball for Palmyra. Up across the division line, takes it to the left, goes to Wells, swung over to Jennings. Jennings holds against Junior Hans. Wells drives, goes to Ives, pass tipped, stolen by Dom Troiano. Wildwood with the ball, 2:45 to go, and they want to run offense. Fusick with the basketball. Holds, waves his teammate away, goes right side to Ernie Troiano. Ernie Troiano drives to the right, goes up to Ryan Troiano, left side to Jordan Fusick. Jordan Fusick waves teammates away, goes right side to Ryan Troiano. Bad pass, stolen by Ives. Ives to the basket, no good but a foul. Good foul by Dom Troiano to make Ives earn this at the line.
Well, and that's the type of foul, as you said, a good foul. You make the foul hard so the player cannot score the bucket and maybe get a three-point play.
Dom Troiano just didn't step to that pass enough, and that's how Ives was able to steal it. Free throw is good. This is his first trip to the line. He's got 9 in the game. He averages almost 17. 50-43 Wildwood, 2:17 to go. Second one by Ives is good. Palmyra is perfect 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Fusick with the basketball. Wildwood by 6. Got it to Ryan Troiano. Goes to Ernie. Bad pass. Stolen by Ives. Ives to the basket, and he dunks.
Yeah, that was a no doubt about her.
Ryan Troiano with the basketball. Wildwood trailing by 4. Oh, no. Dom Troiano just tried a 3. And that's such a bad shot there. Here's McCarron with Palmyra down 4. Down low to Ives. Baseline jumper short. Rebound to Ives. Layup is good. It's a 2-point game. Junior Hans down the lane. Got it, a foul.
And Warrior Nation rises to its feet. Junior Hans, you talk about a big-time move. When things started happening, the bus was starting to limp a little, to say the least. And that foul, Brian, was on Chris McCarron, and that's his fourth.
Free throw is good. Wildwood will call a timeout with 1:29 to go, 53-48. Be back after this 30-second break on 98.7 The Coast. (53-48) Wildwood. Palmyra making a furious charge here. That basket and foul by Junior Hans was huge. Gives Wildwood the 5-point lead. 1:29 to go in the fourth. Hans has 17.
And again, Brian, you know, the Warriors have got to come down, obviously right now, play smart defense. You don't want to be out lunging at a three-pointer.
Any foul here from Palmyra would send Wildwood to the line for 2 shots, so that's big.
And
there will be no one and ones.
Wildwood still has a foul to give.
Yes.
Before they send Palmyra to the line.
Out of the timeout, McCarron will inbound. Palmyra has to go the length. .129 to go. Here comes McCarron. Goes to the right. Stops. Looks. Bounces to Bailey. Bailey back to McCarron. McCarron into the lane. Layup is no good. Rebound Ives. Knocked away. Dom Troiano has it. Dom Troiano to the basket. He is fouled. Might not have been the greatest decision by Dom Troiano, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
1:09 to play.
I thought he could have laid that off to Junior Hans, but he took it himself. And Dom Troiano to the line. These are 2 huge free throws. He makes both. It's a 3-possession game. First one is no good.
Reed Wells was called for that foul. That's his second. And that was the 10th team foul. So Wildwood will shoot 2 the rest of the way.
Second free throw by Dom Troiano. That one's good. Wildwood by 6, 54-48. McCarron stolen away by Ernie Troiano, and he's fouled from behind. Scott McCracken wants an intentional foul. I don't think they're going to get it.
But that's the 5th foul on McCarron.
but McCarron is out.
He picks up his 5th foul. The coaching staff for Palmyra is going to take advantage of the 30-second substitute rule to call the team over to get
It's actually only 20 seconds now, buddy, but I get your point. You get the time to substitute. It's a 6-point lead for Wildwood with 1:02 to go, and Ernie Triano will go to the line for 2 shots. Now, the horn has sounded. There's no sub at the table. This really should be a delay of game warning on Palmyra. Palmyra still doesn't have the sub at the table. Now he's in. Ernie Triano to the line for 2 shots.
1:02 to go.
And again, as Buddy mentioned earlier, Wildwood still has a foul to give. Ernie Triano's first is good. He's got 12. (55-48), Wildwood, 1:02 to go. Second free throw by Triano is good. Wildwood by 8, 56-48. Sadler will have to bring it up. Sadler, flick from behind, stolen. Ernie Triano with it. He'll hold it. Got it to Ryan, no, Ernie is fouled. And with 53 seconds to go, Ernie Triano will go to the line to try to make this a double-digit lead.
And that foul was on Anthony Sadler. That's his 4th foul, his 4th personal, and again, Palmyra has been at the 10-foul limit.
First one is good.
Nothing but the net for Ernie.
Ernie Triano with 14. Second free throw by Ernie Triano to make it a 10-point game. It's good, it rolls home. And pass was tipped out of bounds. Palmyra will have it, trailing by 10 with 49 seconds to go.
Just an incredible effort here tonight by Wildwood. Both teams really played hard.
Jennings trapped, loose. Ernie Triano stole it. Got it to Jordan Fusick. Great decision. He brings it out. And Wildwood's going to win this. They're up 10 with 35 seconds to go. Junior Hans is fouled by Reed Wells.
And Wells picks up, that's his third personal. And again, Wildwood's been at the 10-foul team limit.
Hans to the line. First free throw is good. Wildwood's made 9 of their last 10 free throw attempts. Second one is also good. Wildwood by 12, 34 seconds left. Here's a steal by Junior Hans. And Palmyra's not going to foul. And Wildwood's going to be able to dribble it out. They are getting a standing ovation from their fans with 15 seconds to go. Dom Triano just holding it. And Wildwood will win this 60-48, and they'll advance and play Salem in the next round on Saturday. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we'll come back and wrap this one up. Actually, we're going to do a post-game interview. We're going to do a post-game interview here. Be back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Pull it away from your mouth a little bit. That's it. That's it.
Thank you.
All right, Wildwood wins it 60-48 over Palmyra. They finished the game on a 10-0 run after Palmyra had cut Wildwood's lead to 2. And joining us now, who without question is the star of the game, is sophomore Ryan Troiano, a career-high 18 points, and really made it difficult on senior guard Chris McCarron of Palmyra. First of all, Ryan, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Just tell us about the assignment that you drew tonight, because that kid is tough.
Yeah, he's a good player, and as soon as we knew we were playing Palmyra, I was assigned to him, and I just watched a lot of film and saw what his game was and executed it well.
And I know that a lot of times, you're not an offensive player at this stage of your career yet anyway. When you have to work that hard on defense, does it surprise you that you had such a good game offensively?
A little bit, yeah, but I just did what I had to do. My shot felt well, and they all felt tonight, so it felt good.
What can you say about the plays you made at the end? Palmyra cuts the lead to 2. Junior goes to the basket, gets the and 1, sparks you on a 10-0 run to end the game.
Oh, that really sparked us, and it was a great take by him, and I mean, whatever happened after that happened.
You made a lot of foul shots. That's what happened after that.
Yeah.
Talk about the win here, because this is, barring something really crazy, most likely your last home game of the season. Huge crowd. Now you get to play Salem again, who you've already played 3 times. You've won once, lost twice. Just tell us about, the crowd tonight and the opportunity to play Salem.
Oh, it's awesome. We have such a great fan base, and it's awesome that they come out and support, and we really appreciate it. And we can't wait to go back up to Salem.
Okay. All right, hang tight, Ryan. Buddy wants to talk to you.
All right.
All right, Ryan, you gotta explain this one. All season you made 7 3-pointers. Tonight you made 3. And they were no doubt abouters. You really had a great offensive game. You were 4 for 4 inside the arc, and you were 3 of 5 from beyond. So, that was just, somebody had to step up. You were able to step up, and as a sophomore, and as Brian said, and the job you did defensively on Chris McCarron was outstanding. So, just talk a little bit about where that 3-point shooter, it come from Uncle John?
I don't know where it comes from. Yeah, my shots felt good today. Coming off a 0-5 game against Salem Tech, I know I needed to knock a couple down today, and that's what I did. So it felt good.
All right, Ryan, we're going to let you go. I know you need to get into the locker room and celebrate with your teammates, but congratulations on your effort individually and as a team. We're going to get you the Coast. We'll get it to him after he comes out. We'll get you the Coast Player of the Game T-shirt.
Thank you.
And but congratulations. Go ahead and celebrate.
Thank you.
All right, so that's Ryan Troiano, the sophomore guard, a career-high 18 points and a tremendous defensive effort on Palmyra's best player. And here's the final point totals for Palmyra. Chris McCarron had 15. Quentin Ives had 14. Reed Wells with 12. Jace Jennings with 5. Damon Bailey with 2. Palmyra finishes at 14 and 10. For Wildwood, Junior Hans finished with 19, and that came after not scoring in the first quarter. Ryan Troiano, a career-high 18 points. The sophomore guard, Ernie Troiano, had 15, and Dom Troiano had 8. And Wildwood improves to 17 and 10, and they'll play Salem on Saturday.
And Brian, just real quick to do a recap of the stats. Wildwood shot 19 for 44 from the floor. They were 12 for 24 inside the arc, 7 for 20 from beyond. They had 18 rebounds as a team, 14 defensive, 5 offensive. And here's the big number, which you hit on repeatedly. from the foul line, they were 15 for 18 as a team. And when you want, your go-to guys, Ernie Triano, he was 6 for 6, and Junior Hans was 7 for 7.
And they were 11 of their last 12 too, buddy.
So, that's what I'm talking. You got to shoot free throws to win games. They turned it over just 7 times. So, Palmyra, on the other hand, they shot 18 for 47. They had 26 rebounds, 15 defensive, 11 offensive. They were 4 for 4 from the charity stripe